Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sir Cypher here. Let's play Wargame Airland Battle with the day 4. Looks like a lot of our little choices here somehow didn't get saved. So we're going to call them in again. We'll call in the air raid on Stavanger. We'll call in the submarines. We'll call them up here just so they don't land anything up here to annoy us. And then we'll keep moving all of our forces south. Let's see here. That looks good. We've taken over Southwest Africa. Not sure what Cuba got all the way to Africa, but hey, you know, we're all brothers in the international struggle for worker solidarity, so that's great. The Cubans helped us out and beat the degenerate capitalists. Storm has erupted, so no recon. I could actually drop chemical weapons on Stavanger, but instead I am going to use another air raid because it's a port and an airport. So if we don't keep bombing it, the enemy can call in reinforcements here. And obviously that's not something we want. We don't want to have to fight like 17 different units for control of this sector. So it's better for us if we can just keep dropping bombs on it. And also, if we do not if we don't use chemical warfare, we can also call in this VDV regiment and get a little bit more emotional support. So we'll call in this VDV regiment here in Oslo, and we'll continue to push forward. So our first fight here is between our Guards Motor Regiment and the 12th. That's Danish Brigade. I get all the different flags all mixed up. So as you see, they have all of these zones. We have only this zone. So our big thing is we want to more focus on moving in and taking as many zones as we can rather than actually winning. Because we want to more get in a good position for future battles. So I'm going to set up all of my units now. Alright, so I'm all set up. Also, I looked it up in this. That is actually a that is a Norwegian flag. Please forgive me, Europeans. I'm just a foolish American. I know not what I do. So we'll move up here with all these BMPs. This is, after all, a mechanized unit. We'll get all these BMPs all situated in their nice little houses and get the BMPs ready to attack peoples. One thing, if you're playing this game, if your cursor turns blue when you are moving units, it means the place you're moving your unit to has some sort of cover. Doesn't always mean that it's like super good cover. And so sometimes you got to check, for example, like this stand of trees. Looks like it should be super good cover, but it doesn't turn blue, so there's no cover there. But in fact, this little bush thing is actually dense hedged farmland, so we can hide over there. Now we'll drop all these guys out here and get some supply. Oopsies, get some supplies for when they inevitably run out of ammo. Dealing with the hated capitalists. See, get some guys up in there too. And we're just getting the BMPs. The BMPs are pretty useful because they have ATGMs, so they can cover quite a large bit of terrain. And they have some pretty cool motor-strokey passengers who can do stuff. So it looks like we have all sorts of stuff over here. I'm going to be kind of dangerous. Actually, let me get a recon helicopter over here first. I'll wait for this little crazy convoy to... maybe I should have called them in. Nah, I'm scared. I'm not going to do it. So we're getting these motor stroking up into these positions here. I really would like to take Oslo. I'm more concerned about that than taking these territories here. But yeah, these might not be quite as exciting because it's going to be a lot of like jockeying for position. Because if we move too quickly, we will get in trouble. So we want to try and get ahead without screwing up too badly. Another thing you'll see is that if your units icons are flashing, it means they are not. They are in some sort of stealth, which means that it's theoretically difficult for the enemy to see them, but not impossible. So we got where is my recon helicopter? I thought I called in a nice fancy recon helicopter up here. Looks like we can maybe advance here. We'll get our troops up into a little bit better situations here. We'll call in a couple more tanks and a couple more infantry here in order to keep pushing forward. I want to snag at least 1 or 2 more command zones, just so that we'll have more options to deploy from next turn. We won't be trapped in this little tiny zone here. So we're moving forward some troops here, getting some stuff in position. Should probably move some BMPs up into this forest as well. So they're also in a decent position. Now, as a couple of people said, the AI has some sort of weird determinations about whether it'll attack or not. That depends on the sort of relative balance between you and a couple other things. So sometimes it's not really practical most of the time to actually fight the AI, like aggressively to try and take their territory. Just because it doesn't really work out that well, the AI is just kind of weird. It's really better to just to get the AI to flip a switch more or less, which encourages them to fight you in a fixed battle, and then you sort of just like, both clash together until one side wins. So we'll get my BMP into the forest here. And maybe we'll get a supply truck for it as well. So it can shoot plenty of little BMP missiles. We should probably get a Strela over here, so we have some air cover from the enemy, which is almost certainly going to be being mean to us. See here, my BMPs do have ATGM, so as soon as they get line of sight to these bad boys, they can open up on them. Fortunately, it is not a particular... It's a Conkers, but it's not the good Conkers. You can see here it's already ran out of ammo, so I'll probably scoot up my little... You're all here to help it out. And maybe even call up a Conkers carrier. I don't really have that many Conkers carriers. I'll just call in another BMP to annoy it And worst case scenario for this whole match, even though it might be a little boring, is I'll just snipe some of their guys. If that's what happens from now on, I'll just pause the video and I'll just show at the end what has happened. Because another 12 minutes of me sniping command vehicles and stuff's probably not that interesting. So over here, just sniping enemy vehicles. Nothing too terribly exciting. We should probably get some recon over here instead of just relying on my crappy infantry recon here. My BMP is wasting a lot of missiles. Hopefully one of them will finally finish off this last unit here. And I'll call in another BMP to move over to this area. So moving a PMP here to a forward location to see what enemy units get revealed. We do have the recon coming up, so that should help us a bit with dealing with the enemy. A little BMP here, cruising through the ground. Looks like the enemy does have quite a few things over here. So we are going to have to deal with it. Wow. Looks like the enemy has gotten quite feisty all of a sudden. So we have some units coming down this road here. Trying to cause a ruckus, but we do have quite a few tanks here. So it should be okay. We do have enemy planes coming. So I'm going to quickly call in a Su-27 to dogfight these jokers. Show them who is boss. I will give you a hint who is boss. It is the glorious... looks like it's actually might get away. The glorious Soviet forces here. And we'll evac this before it gets in big trouble. And... uh-oh. Looks like the artillery is coming from that area right there. They killed my freaking recon vehicle. That makes me very upset. But I am calling in a MiG-29 to drop some bombs on them. Hopefully they don't have too much AA in that area. Looks like that was not in fact looks like that was not in fact where their AA is, so their artillery is. So the next time it shoots, we're going to have to guess again to try and take it out. No, but we do have our BMP here. We do have quite a few transports. We can send this back to the FOB to refuel. And And we should probably get another some sort of flak unit over here. Maybe bring the Strela somewhere a little bit closer to the front lines. Now the reason I think also that so little attacking I think seems to happen sometimes on these maps is that it's just a lot of these decks just aren't very good. So if you don't attack, it's quite difficult. Or if the enemies, if it's quite difficult to attack because the decks just aren't designed very well. So we're having my MiG-19 come here, drop some bombs. Hopefully, actually kill something this time. It seemed like something was shooting mortars from this area here. Nope, still didn't get anything. But eventually, we will have our revenge. We will manage to kill all these guys. Yet another T-55 gets blasted. So I have to call in more guys here. Overall, even though, oh my god. They were shooting through the forest. That's why. Okay, so as soon as I get enough resources to call in another attack plane, those guys' asses are grass. I thought they were coming from someplace closer because of the angles involved. Get him, BMP. Don't let that thing kill you. Eat crap. Bam. So I think, yeah, their artillery's coming from there. So I'll call in another MiG-29 and just bomb that whole area. At the same time, we do have some vehicles coming in here. So we can call in some MiG-27s, which are actually pretty good. I enjoy them quite a bit. They have fire and forget missiles, so they tend to kind of just blow their whole little missile load and then leave. So as you see right there, they don't really have any defenses, but they fire all of their missiles off so quickly that the enemy normally doesn't have a chance to kill any of them. So my MiG... Oh my god. Okay, is it from there? I gotta kill these freaking artilleries. They're like causing me so much misfortune here. Where is this artillery coming from? I thought it was coming from these houses over here. Okay, well I got something. Something just got hit by the glorious socialist cluster bombs. But it looks like we might want to keep moving forward. We have more forces coming down this road here. But I think we can probably hold it, actually. Our MiG-27 is back on point, so we can have it come here, shoot a bunch more missiles at things. I think it's over there. I keep on not seeing where the actual missiles are coming from. So we can see here, MiG-27 just shoots all of its missiles and leaves. We actually might be able to use one of them if any of them are still around to kill these leopards. You can see here the problem is because they're fire and forget, they normally fire both missiles into the same thing, which obviously is not very helpful most of the time. You want your missiles to be going into different things. But what are you going to do? So lots of enemy troops coming in here. Unfortunately, all of my bombers are cluster bombers. So there's... Oh god, you're flying a little too close to the sun here. My poor hind. You're flying a little too close to the sun here. So that needs to back off. I might actually just call in my things to drop some cluster bombs. But I think we're going to be okay. We're obviously not going to straight up win, but we're going to get some sort of a victory, which is going to make this easier for us in the next round. So we'll call in another attack bomber there, drop some cluster bombs on this area, and we can even start strafing running some of these guys, because it looks like the enemy doesn't have that much more AA to fight us with. And we'll also keep sending our supply trucks back to the FOB, so we kind of preserve them a bit. So overall, we could have done better, but it looks like we're going to get some sort of a minor victory, which will bring these guys' morale down a little bit and allow us to be in a better position for the next couple of engagements. Which is really what we want. Rome wasn't built in a day, so we gotta kind of play our cards right here. This map in particular is actually pretty hard for the AI because it's so big that it's hard to actually kind of get the AI to engage you most of the time. So a lot of times engagements tend to be kind of disappointing. Do have some freedom fighters coming here, firing some rockets, but looks like our guys are gonna get them. Chase them off. Looks like there are some leopards coming in here. We only have a couple seconds left. Maybe some of our MiG-27s can shoot. Nope, no missiles. It actually ends up being a draw, but I think overall that's fine. We got another command zone. And our morale, but also their morale went down too, and there's more of us, so that it ends up working out pretty well. So we have this 18th Panzer Brigade is only at 0 initiative, although unfortunately our 362nd Guards Motor Regiment is only at 4 morale. So we're kind of limited to how much we can push that advantage. So we'll set up. Alright, so let's do this. Now the enemy didn't actually have, as you saw, very high initiative. So there shouldn't be any like giant, massive, like death infantry push. Obviously, we still want to be wary, but the odds of that are probably pretty low. You can see here they didn't even put command vehicles in some of these other zones. So we really just want to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed more than anything else. So looks like we got most of our guys in position. Should probably get some recon vehicles up here. Oh wow, they're coming all the way. That's surprising that they're attacking quite so openly at the beginning. It's a little bit rare. We should probably get the attack helicopters up here to help out. If my Strela would frickin' kill something. There we go. Looks like we do have these leopards there. I would like to... Oh, there we go. Would like to call in my MiGs to kill them, but unfortunately, don't really have that many right now, so I gotta be a little bit frugal here. They killed one of my BMPs. Trying to kill my T-72. These Leopard 2As are no joke, as you can see. So we'll call in my Su-27 to try and snipe them. The ATGMs that Su-27 carries are pretty fearsome, so it should be able to deal with this Leopard 2. So you see here, oh well, both of them missed, and all 4 of them missed. That's very wonderful, I suppose. Presumably, if any of my units can actually hit the enemy, then we'll start doing pretty well. Where's my fob? So the enemy seems to be, the West Germans seem to be a little bit more aggressive here. They're attacking my guys quite fearsomely, so we need to get some more reinforcements here to sort of hold them off. And probably some more recon too, so we know where they are. Somehow this Leopard 1A4 is still alive. Getting shot at by my T-72BI, which is way better tank than it. But for whatever reason is not doing what it's supposed to be doing here. But we took back that first push. We killed pretty much everything. So we're in a good position now to keep pushing towards Oslo. I don't really like to push up center because it's just like a killing field heading into this city. But Oslo, we can try and take this forest from them. So it usually works out a little bit better. Now their fob is like completely open, so I'm not sure what's over there. I'm thinking of just mortaring it just to see what's up. Guess we actually need to get our hind over here. Maybe some logistics trucks as well to help out. So this is a very bad idea. Don't do this. But sneak my hind over here. See if I can hit this thing with a missile. Yeah. No. Fuck. So that's why you don't do that. That was a lesson. That was intended to be instructional. Why you don't fly attack helicopters into areas with no recon. Meant to do that, of course. Enemy Alpha Jet coming in here, but all of my bucks are very angry. So they managed to shoot it down. This buck is actually out of missiles, though. I should get this buck in a better position here. The enemy keeps sending attack helicopters over here and snipe me. So it's kind of interesting. Giant enemy convoy coming in here. This is a job for the MiG-27 to shoot all of its missiles and miss with all of them, apparently. So that goes... The problem is it shoots 2 missiles at everything, so it just is like not really that cost efficient of a thing to call in. Giant rocket barrage coming in on my forces. which is obviously not that great of a thing to happen. So we have to call those back. MiG-24 though, bringing down the pain. Here we have my Su-24 trying to kill this mortar rolling too, but I called it in a little bit too close, so instead it gets shot up and does not succeed. Do have though here, but it looks like we managed to get enough casualties there. We got a total victory because the enemy was being quite aggressive for some reason, and we managed to push this Panzer Brigade to death, I guess, because there's nowhere else for it to go. Now we have the glorious 6th Air Assault Division here for Poland, ready to hopefully finish off this Norwegian brigade. It's not Denmark. Denmark is just the blue. It doesn't have the white line. All right. Let's do this. Oh yeah, okay, so this other unit came from Bergen. So now we have Bergen. But the enemy, really the only zone they has is Oslo, and if we kind of cut them off, they can't go anywhere. So we don't really need to worry about these zones over here. Our moneymaker here is obviously gonna be Oslo. So we want to do this over here. So I'm gonna set up, and then we will fight this out. All right, this is rather simple to do because basically all we have is infantry. And so, you know, just got to do our best to not have all of our infantry die. Is really what it is. So get some guys up here. Get all these dudes in the houses because an infantry that's not in a house is a sad infantry. And we want happy infantry, so we want all of the infantry in the houses. So let's get all these guys all situated here. So oh, I never bought a freaking command vehicle. Oh no, I did buy a command. Oh shit, I told everybody to move. No, no guys, go back. Go back. I didn't mean it. Didn't mean it, guys. Now command vehicles, you go back. Command vehicles, you go back. These guys, you go back too. Supply vehicles, you go back. You trucks, you leave. You leave trucks. But go back. Go back, please. Okay. So I'll call in some napalm here. Calling some napalm here. Calling some rocket strikes. Calling some napalm. Calling some rocket strikes. All of my guys are already out of missiles. Looks like we got some freedom fighters. More like dead fighters. Am I right? And we'll get chased off. Oh wait, shoot, but I don't have any deployment zones because I completely messed that up so badly. So hopefully I can recover. Hopefully I can recover. So it looks like some of my guys we're not heading towards the right locations here. More freedom fighters causing a ruckus. Hell no. Get the hell out of my air. Unfortunately, my MiGs were not in the right position. Getting everybody in the right position. Finally recontrolling all these guys. Oh god, get all the Conquerors teams. Oh god, everybody is... That was not a very smooth move there. That was a big mistake, as we would like to say here. So we have so much artillery coming in for some reason. Lots of bad guys. Oh, they're dropping bombs. They're dropping rockets on my fob. Don't worry, we will take them out here. We will show them the error of their ways for fighting the glorious forces of worker solidarity here. So my MiGs have to leave. They're running low on fuel. Unfortunately, even their great burning passion for workers' rights cannot keep them in the air. But we have more MiGs coming. Oh my god, so many bombs. More MiGs coming here. Come on, MiGs, get them. I might just have to have my MiGs start patrolling over here because they don't seem to be able to get there in time. capitalist devils seem to be manipulating space-time or something in order to keep them at bay. Oh, hell no. Get out of here, freedom fighters. Get 'em, MiGs. Okay, well, they got shot down at least. Finally, someone has felt the sting. The sting of the worker. No, okay, you guys stay here. Oh man, this has become that mistake at the beginning has made this all. Oh god, why is there so much artillery? Jesus Christ! Drop some more napalm here. Enemy fighting falcons here, causing a ruckus. Gotta chase him down with the MiGs. Blam! Get out of here, you. Got shot down. That's what you freaking get for being a dirty capitalist. So it looks like the big attack's coming here, so I'm gonna napalm the road. Looks like there's lots of crap going here, so I'm gonna rocket those guys. Somehow none of my... Oh, I napalmed my own guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not mean for that to happen. So napalming everything. Eat my napalm. That's what you get. You were supposed to shoot your rockets in there. I don't know why you didn't. So just please, again, shoot your rockets. I guess actually, yeah, just shoot your rockets. Shoot your rockets. Oh, nope, they got shot down. That's okay. I've got more of these guys. Yeah, my glorious plan seems to have quite a big hitch thrown in it by the fact that all of my troops started dying and moved out of the way because I accidentally clicked the wrong button and told all of my troops to head into the truck containment area instead of just the trucks. You see here we have all sorts of guys who shouldn't be there in there. Oh no, they killed my command vehicle with their incessant artillery barrages. They are too cowardly to face us normally, so they are resorting to the artillery to deal with our glorious things. They just really want to kill my fob for some reason. Don't know why, but that's okay. We will keep moving our infantry forward until we have achieved what we need to achieve. So it looks like these troops are still here. Looks like they didn't learn their lesson last time. They need to be napalmed once again. They need to be napalmed like a fourth time. For whatever reason, this guy's whatever MiG this is. Oh, it's out of fuel though, so you better go home. So we'll napalm them. Napalm those guys once again. They have a Swedish. Oh wow, it actually managed to hit me. But the napalm's been dropped. The damage has been done. Eat more napalm. Capitalist scum. We have some troops coming in over here. I'm not sure how I have vision of them, but because we do, they're going to get rocketed by the MiG-23s. And we seem to have not like a super big advantage, but we seem to be doing okay. Blam! A nice little rocket attack there. Should probably call in some more MiG-21s just in case we have any more shenanigans going on over here. Speaking of shenanigans, freedom fighters, more like slavery fighters. The slavery of capitalism. Get out of here, you. So we have quite a few troops coming up here. Need some napalm. So we will napalm these jokers. Also, we will rocket strike those guys. Looks like we have quite a few guys who can rocket strike. As more stupid artillery comes in. Murders all my poor infantry. But we will drop napalm on them. Blam. Take that. Oh, that was a nice rocket strike there. Rockets a lot of times aren't that good, but when you get in a good rocket strike, it feels pretty good. Does a lot of damage. This looks like these MiG-21s a little bit low on the fuel, so we should probably send them back pretty soon. But it looks like we're probably going to win. We only need to kill like 60-something more points, and it looks like 20 more points of capitalist scum just burned to death, so it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Fortunately, I don't have any artillery of my own, because this is a airborne deck. So we have no artillery. Oh, more infantry burned to death. Maybe they'll all just burn to death, and then we just won't have to fight them. That would be nice. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. So we are going to have to move in there and finish them off. The enemy is mostly contained, though. They have sent some troops over here, but that's not really a big deal. Most of their stuff is coming in on that zone, so as long as we keep that more or less under wraps, we should be okay. I wish I knew which squads of infantry had dead trucks, so I could send those trucks in as reconnaissance, but unfortunately, if I send in the wrong unit of trucks, it'll just cause me to lose yet another infantry squad, and obviously I don't want that. Looks like we have some enemy AA coming down this road. Gonna get blasted, and probably gonna cause me to win the game. Blam! Alright, so we won a total victory somehow, with all of our hordes of Polish infantry. And if I reckon right, I think that actually will end the campaign. So total victory, they've routed. They both scoot out, should cause us to win the game. Let's just double check here. Oh, the weather's nice. A clear day is dawning over these glorious new territories. China is stabbing us in the back. The air force is withdrawing part of the force. You would send them to the east. How dare you, China? So we lose 2 air raids and 2 aerial covers. Doesn't matter. We have achieved our victory. Victory, 100 morale points. For Stavanger, we have won. Major victory. So that's pretty rad. Now, just as far as for the future of the LP, as a couple people have asked, I am going to do some adversarial campaigns, even though I'm scared. I'm really scared because there's lots of people on the forums who are really good at this game, and I'm not, I'm not that. I'm not bad, but I'm not like super good. But I'm going to do all 4 campaigns with the AI just to sort of show the whole thing. And then I will post the details in the thread. I will do 1 or 2 campaigns as adversarial. And so it should be a little bit more interesting for people, and people can see that. So I hope you enjoyed this campaign as well. The next campaign will be back as NATO, defending against the horrible Red Menace. So look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.